Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How are you today? Before we get started, I have a announcement from Trish, okay? For the people in our community who are a part of the 195 program, she tried to send out a mass email last night with the update from the 195, and she kept getting emails kicked back to her. Okay, so please email her individually and she will send you the updates individually. Okay, so after that, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, please do so. Okay, all the information you're going to need is in the description box below. All right, along with my email address and Trish's email address. Okay. So you can get a hold of us at any time, even if you just need to talk. Okay, we're always here for you. All right. So grab your coffee. All right. Maybe some chocolate, cake, carrot cake. Trying to go on the healthier side with carrot cake. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, ice cream. Yay, yay. Because you just never know. You never know, especially with me, with my mouth. I always get in trouble with my mouth. Angel face, yes. I have cats. So, anyway, especially with what's going on in the world today. It's like, you know, what I found out this morning. It was one of the first things that was on the news with what Tate's doing. He's sending, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. It's right here. He's sending 3,000 troops to the, is it the eastern border of Ukraine? It's just like, you know, this moron. Oh, potato, mashed potato. You're not even a sweet potato, honey. Can't even say scallop. All right. So on to this. This email was sent to me, and this subscriber, he said something for your next video that you should discuss. But before I get into that, okay, I have a serious question for you. And this question actually stumped Trish. Okay. What is the one thing that you use every single day that if you did not have it, you would literally be a different person? Okay? And I'm not talking medicines. Okay? Because those would be off the table, because those would be, you know, life, death, health. Okay? You can't even put those into the equation. Okay? I'm talking your vices. Okay? What would be the one thing, even if you have two things, okay, that if you literally did not have it, you would literally go mind blown. You would be like, I can't do it. I cannot function. I cannot do nothing. Just get away from me. I am not who I normally am, because I don't have this or that or this or that or this or that or this or that. And when I asked her this question last night, and even still to this day, to this morning when I talked to her again, she's like, I have no answer. She said, I don't have vices. And I said, bullshit. I said, everyone's got a vice. Everyone's got a vice. I don't care if it's a specific brand of something. I don't care if it's like like you cannot use a substitution of something because it doesn't hit the spot. You know what I'm saying? What is the one thing that if you don't have it every single day, you are like a monstrous bastard. Sit on it and stew on it. And get back to me. Because this is a discussion that I don't think a lot of people have. And also, if you already know the answer to this question, have you stocked up on it? Have you? Okay? And this also goes along with prepping for normalcy. Because if you don't have this vice, you know yourself, you will not be your normal self. Okay? So, moving on. So this email was sent to me just an hour ago. He said, something for your next video. You should discuss on why there are shortages. Okay. There's many different reasons, but let's see what he has to say. Do you not see the similarities between what this country is being put through the last several years and that of the 50s and 60s, China and Russia after WW1, Soviet Russia Bolshevik Revolution, and WW2, Soviet Union? Of course I do. I do, but a lot of people don't. Why I see it because, first, I'm a history buff. Okay. Two, I read so much. I'm that one that likes to do the research, and I go down those rabbit holes, and I literally look for those details, and I look for those similarities. Okay? Because I want the answers. I'm not just that person that just sees bits and pieces. I want to see the entire picture. So he goes on to say, Russia's economy and infrastructure was devastated after the internal uprising with the Bolsheviks in WW1, putting Lenin in charge, and then Stalin took over right before WW2, and dealing with overpopulation and a starving country and a second war with Germany. They used that excuse to go socialist and then communist. And they were able to brainwash their citizens to accept socialism and communism because they were starving. It's easy to want to accept something. Now, this is me saying this. It's easy to want to accept something when you're so desperate for that one thing. I'm desperate and starving. Just give it to me. I'll believe whatever the hell you want to hear. Whatever you're saying, I'll believe it. Just give it. Okay? That's what he's referring to. Believe me, I know. I understand. Okay? Just like what's going on right now in this country. There's so many people who voted for potato because they were so desperate to get 45 out. They would believe anything that 46 said, anything. And they voted him in because they just would do anything to get 45 out. Why? Because of some mean tweets. Okay? But I'll go on. So then, he says this. Who fell for this bullshit first? The young? What harm can it do? China had similar issues with wars, internal wars, civil wars, etc. China was never unified, but divided by provinces controlled under rich lords. During WW2, Japan took advantage of China's division and slaughtered millions. After WW2, China was devastated economically with overpopulation. And Mao, and that's MAO, okay, pushed the concept of communism to save the Chinese people and unify China under one nation, no more provinces. And you know who fell for his bullshit. Okay? The young. What harm could that possibly do? So if you remember, oh my goodness gracious, when they put into law, you could only have one kid, the Chinese, they could only have one kid. And if they got pregnant again, what happened? Especially if it was a girl. If your first child was a daughter, you had to get rid of it. Remember that? So Russia and China are examples. Now, listen to this, okay? If you're not familiar, okay, I am, because this is a discussion that Trish and I have had multiple times. But you guys might not be familiar, but I am. Okay, so listen. The families, okay, have never been able to influence or infiltrate those countries. Now, these families are the same ones, the same families that refer to us, people, normals, as, what's the word I'm looking for? Useless eaters. That's what they refer to us as. But in my opinion, now this is my opinion and my opinion only, I refer to these families as useless eaters. Because what have they done in order to make my life any better? Nothing. So, what do I care? Okay. So, they came close in Russia, okay, these families, okay, by putting in Yeltsin and Medvedev. Okay, I'm going to spell that out for you. It's Medvedev. Okay, because they were the U.S. patsies. Okay, and most people don't remember that Putin came in after Yeltsin, but was shafted in 2008 by the three-letter, starts with C and ends with A, because he started to not cooperate, because he started to not cooperate with these families. Yeah, these useless eaters, as I like to refer to them as. And Medvedev was put into place. But the Russian people saw the bullshit, and that Medvedev was just a U.S. puppet, and took back their elections. And they put Putin back in as leader and got rid of any Western influence in their government. So manipulation, okay, starts with lying to young people. Because young people, it's not that they're stupid, or okay, but they are inexperienced, and they're naive. Okay, some, not all. Okay, some. They are that way because of Hollywood, entertainment, celebrities, social media, technology, and let's face it, today's educational system sucks. So, see where all this is going? So, you know, there's... I know that this is, you know, it's probably really hard for a lot of you guys to, you know, swallow a lot of that, because, yeah, when I first read it too, I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to put this out there, but, it needs to be said. And I'm glad I said it, you know? So, you guys know to always go to the description box below, okay? And for all the links, okay, that you guys find important that you send to me, so I put it back out there for all of you guys to have access to, okay? So, I'm going to put some pictures in real quick, all right? So this one was sent to me, and she said, I went to Publix on Saturday, and frozen potatoes, sweet potatoes were completely out. I was surprised that they had some cream cheese. Pasta aisle had maybe half of it was empty. I couldn't take more pictures because I had to show family members how empty our shelves are. People outside the U.S. can't believe we are having shortages. Before I forget, those that use ALKA-SELTZER, they do sell the gum type for when you don't have water. Keep them in my purse. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know they had such a thing. So, it's on Amazon, so I'll find the link. All right, and I'll put that in the description box below. Here, look. Okay, so this is a heads up, all right, about Chewy, because a lot of us buy through Chewy, okay? She said, I know you have pets as well as a lot of your subscribers. My friend who lives in Arizona orders her dog food from Chewy on auto ship, which is, yeah, I do mine through auto ship because you get a discount when you do auto ship. She said her order never came. That happened to me. It did. She checked her account and noticed auto ship is saying out of stock. She called customer service and was told by a customer service representative that they're having difficulty getting their shipments in, so some orders will be delayed for an unknown amount of time. Hopefully everyone is paying attention to what's going on and stock up. Yes. I hope everyone is paying attention. I really do. Because, guys, oh Lord, I really do hope everyone is paying attention, okay? So, these pictures were sent in. She said, we live in an area that has been blessed to not see shortages, but I'm still stocking. However, this Sunday trip, I started to see empty shelves and items pulled forward. I couldn't find my normal snack size Winco Ziploc bags. The aisle seemed to shrink. What did I say about aisles shrinking? I took a few pictures, but it didn't get them all because I was trying to be stealth. Ooh, 007. Also, my husband has been trying to get an oil change at Walmart for the past 2 months for his diesel truck. They've been out of stock of his oil this weekend. 2 months they've been out of stocks, and this is in SoCal. So, all right, so this will be, if you guys have any questions when it comes to mechanic, your car, anything, the link to my mechanic, you guys can call him at any time. It doesn't matter what state you're in. If you have a question, call my mechanic. His name is Dave, or you guys know him as Dirty White Boy, okay? His link is in the description box below. It's called Consumer Car Care. Okay, call him. All right, and he will answer any question that you have at any time. Even if you live in the Tampa Bay area, get on down to his shop and use my code, and you guys will get a great deal. Okay, so the first picture is of the paper aisle. Second is of the, what is that, ice cream? And then, okay, here is the trash bags, and then bleach. Here you go. Okay, so these pictures were sent in, and I was like, this is genius. Absolutely genius. And she said, when you're prepping and you run out of room, get creative in looking in nooks and crannies. Yes. Yes. She said, especially if you own an older house. This is genius. She said, when they built onto our older house, they frequently built over existing structures, leaving a lot of space. Our house was built, get this, in the 1860s. This is amazing. This is something that you only see in like movies, I swear. And when I saw this, I was like, ooh, I love it. So it has a lot of additions. One of them was over a porch, apparently. The porch floor is still there, 33 inches underneath the floor of a newer room. My husband cut a hole in the floor to access it. The first picture is the hole in the floor. The second and third are the hidey hole, as I call it. You goof. And then it is the size of the entire room. No. And we barely filled it. In the event people come knocking to confiscate, we'll have that room full of long-term supplies and ammo. Oh, girl. We are even having an electrician put a light down there so it can be doubled as a panic room in case of a serious emergency. Oh, I love it. Second thing, watch out for yard sales and unusual items for prepping. The fourth picture is of a can organizer that I got from a yard sale. The gentleman was only asking $75. He said he didn't know what it was for. I certainly wasn't going to enlighten him because I was basically robbing him at that price. Oh my God. I don't know how many cans it holds, but were I to guess, approximately a shite ton at any rate. Normally those, they hold, I want to say 75 cans. I want to say, oh my God, these pictures, when I tell you, you're gonna And these pictures are from Connecticut, out of chicken and butter, pretty much entirely. Yeah, entirely. Oh my God. So these pictures were sent in, and she's like, check out these canned beans. I thought they seemed rather watery, and I was shocked when I drained them to see how few beans were left. For a point of comparison, I took a picture with a normal can too, higher prices and less quality. Oh, when you see, you're gonna be shocked. I mean, not maybe a quarter can. No joke. Look at this. And this picture was sent in from Utah in Sam's Club. He said, I don't think I've ever seen our Sam's Club so stocked. This is the freezer aisle. There was stuff in every aisle while they were looking for places to put it. Very blessed. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. And this is sent in from Tara Douglas and her husband, Bruce. And I'm sorry, Bruce, but I have to say this. I so love you because you're my brother-in-law and all, but hello, Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. And before I go, this was sent to me. Okay, so there's going to be a link, all right? Farming Insider warns the coming food shortages are going to be far worse than we are being told. And this picture was also sent. She said, I was unable to link the video that contains this info, but it starts out like this. In the video by City Prepping, titled Warning, They Are Hoarding Food and Fuel. Why? He starts out by saying Russia and China are massively hoarding the global energy and food supply right now. China is expected to have an incredible 70% of the globe's corn reserve in the first half of the crop year of 2022. They will have 60% of its rice and over 50% of its wheat. Yeah, I know. And then this picture is a bay of fertilizer that would have cost around $18,000 last year. And today we put it in for just over $40,000. A tote of Roundup, 275 gallons last year of $4,900, and today just over $14,000. This is just two of the inputs for growing a crop. This is not a political statement, so do not take it as such. This is real world prices farmers are having to battle. Yeah, I know. This is unbelievable. All right, guys, I'm going to show you that picture, okay? And then I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. Keep smiling and laughing. And as always, fear less. Ciao.